Hey guys, it's Taya and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I have done recently. Today is going to be about food and making healthy eating a little bit easier. I know that it can be super tough with all of these super yummy and tasty but unhealthy food that is always at the grocery store. For the past, I would say 5 years, I've been really attempting to make healthy eating a priority and making it the easiest that I possibly can. And I know I am only 21, but these are my tips that I have found that have made it a little bit easier. Now, these are tips that specifically work for me. I'm not saying that they will specifically work for you as well, but I thought that since I had a positive review of them, that it might help some of you as well. So let's get right into it. Now, the first tip I have is to add seeds. Yes, seeds. But there are specific ones that have super good properties that you can basically sprinkle on anything to make it a little bit more nutritious. Now, the ones I'm talking about are chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. Now let me read off what the benefits of each of these are. Now, to list a few, chia seeds are high in fiber, they are an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory, and have omega-3. Hemp seeds have omega-3 and 6, a high amount of protein and vitamin E, whereas flax seeds have omega-3, high in fiber, and are an antioxidant. All of these seeds are obviously plant-based and have basically no taste, so you can sprinkle them on anything. My favorites are it's more like in the breakfast foods, but I like to put it on cereal, oatmeal, French toast. You can even mix it in the batter of pancakes, or even just sprinkle them on a salad. So this way it makes it a lot easier to add some extra nutrients to your meal. Now, my next tip is based off if you don't like the taste of healthier foods. I'm specifically thinking of like spinach, mushrooms, or like common things that people don't like, especially with spinach. What I do is I chop it up into smaller pieces and I mix it with other things. So I don't mind the taste of spinach, but let's say I'm not in the mood, then I'll mix it with something that I enjoy the taste of, like a pasta dish. Let's say I made a healthy pasta dish, then I would chop up the spinach and mix it around. That way I still get the nutrients without having the taste. You can also do this exact same thing with a smoothie. If you add spinach to a smoothie with a bunch of fruit, then you don't even taste the spinach whatsoever. Now, this next one is if you have a sweet tooth like me. That was one of the toughest things, I think, is to lower the amount of the sweetness that I was having, because I love chocolate and cake and muffins and all of that, but almost all of that, unless you find a healthier alternative, the regular ones have a lot of sugar in them. So some alternatives to get the sweet taste would be dates, coconut sugar, or dark chocolate. Dates are a fruit that hold a lot of sweet taste and flavor to them, with a lot of benefits for the body as well. They're a great source of iron, fiber, and vitamin B6. If you chop them up, you can easily add them to a smoothie, oatmeal, or a trail mix. Those are at least my favorite ways of using them. I know that some people will eat them with like peanut butter or just on their own, but for me, I always have to mix it with something else. Coconut sugar is a natural sugar drawn from the coconut plant. This sugar alternative contains vitamins such as iron, zinc, potassium, and calcium, but it is still high in sugar and sucrose, so it should still be used in a minimal amount. And finally, dark chocolate is another alternative that is a little bit healthier than regular chocolate. Now, this type of chocolate is made with more cacao powder and less sugar. It has a lot of different vitamins in it, such as antioxidants, and promotes healthy blood flow, which they say can reduce your risk of heart disease. This can be eaten as a just regular chocolate bar. It can be shredded as a topping for something or melted down as a dip for fruit. Next, I have a healthy hack for making vegetables taste better. And I feel like this is an obvious one, but maybe some of you don't know how good it can actually be. I personally think that roasting vegetables makes the taste come out 10 times stronger and makes it 10 times better. Creating your perfect seasoning with different spices is also a great way to make it taste good as well. Some specific spices that work well are rosemary, oregano, dill, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. First, cut up a bunch of vegetables, toss it in olive oil or whichever oil you desire. Sprinkle on the spices and put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. These vegetables are perfect just on their own as a snack or maybe on the side with a burger. Next, we're talking about meal prepping. Now, this comes in handy if you don't have a lot of time to eat lunch, like on a lunch break at work, or as a quick snack if you're feeling very hungry. By doing this, you are reducing the likelihood of you grabbing an alternative snack such as a granola bar or chocolate or something unhealthy. Meal prepping works perfectly for something that includes chicken, pork, rice, vegetables, salad, hard-boiled eggs, or even if you want to make a bunch of protein bars, that can also be an alternative for a meal. And I'll leave a blog post below that includes a ton of ideas if this is something that you want to do. Now I want to talk about something important that I feel like a lot of people forget. Listen to your body. If your body is craving a carb, then that probably means that your body needs carbs or it's running low. Now, obviously, don't just go and eat a bunch of carbs. Find a healthy carb like sweet potato, whole wheat bread, or rice that will fuel the craving. Or let's say you're feeling like a sugary snack. It probably means that your body is in need of some healthy sources of sugar. So you can go and have a fruit or maybe have a dark chocolate bar, something that your body will want and will satisfy the craving. And the last thing I want to talk about is that you don't have to start on Monday or in the new year or in the new month. This is something that a lot of people do, but it actually makes it so much harder to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and it makes your goal become further and further away. Now, if you are struggling with maintaining a healthy diet and you always slip up and want to start the next week again, think about your goal and think about your why. Why are you doing this and why do you want to eat healthy? Also, remind yourself if you continue to prolong eating in a healthy way. It will only prolong your goal. You don't have to start on Monday. Let's say you slip up and have something unhealthy, which I do all the time, and that's okay. You can start the next day or start again on the next meal. Consistency is key because then it builds a habit and makes it so much easier to live the way that you want. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you a bit of inspiration and some ideas to boost your diet. If you have any requests for future videos, make sure to leave those in the comments. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, and I will see you next Tuesday for another video. Bye.